Welcome back. It's all a show. So today we have an actual lawyer that is going to go over the 14th Amendment and what exactly it says and what it means. So this way people can have an understanding as she reads it and breaks it down whether Trump is disqualified or not. So I'm going to go ahead and play the video so you guys can hear and listen and understand the Constitution.
Of the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, can you please clarify why Trump does not need to be found guilty prior to this being and then enforced? Here's the deal. This is a big debate right now everywhere. Constitutional scholars are chatting about it. And as we look through it, here's the Constitution here. Let me take you to the 14th Amendment, Section 3. And let's just look to the language here, and I think we'll find our answer there. No person shall be a senator or representative in Congress or elector of president and vice president or hold any office, civil or military, under the United States or under any state who, having previously taken an oath as a member of Congress or as an officer of the United States or as a member of any state legislature or as an executive or judicial officer of any state, to support the Constitution of the United States, shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same, or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. The key here is that you look to this phrase, shall have engaged. This does not say shall have been convicted or shall have been found guilty of. It doesn't say any of those things. It says shall have been engaged. So what does this phrase mean? What does it mean to be engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same? That's the question. Does the engagement require a legal conviction? Many would say no, it doesn't, that we look to the language that was written in the amendment. The next piece, or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. Again, we don't have any specific language saying, or have been convicted of given aid, or found guilty of given aid and comfort. So those words are not included here. The conviction requirement perhaps could be implied within the language of this word engaged in, but that would be a bit of a stretch. If you look specifically to the language set out here in Section 3, it does not specify that conviction is required. In other parts of the Constitution, they do use the word conviction, so they do know what it means and how it can be used, but it is specifically not set out within the 14th Amendment under Section 3. Hope that clarifies things just a little bit, but as time goes on, I'm sure we will continue to debate this very question.
I was glad to find this footage so that, she was able to break this down and be clear that he would technically be disqualified for running for president or any other office in our government. Now, there seems to be very, like I said, a lot of people are arguing this, whether this is real, whether this could be this, that, and the other. Some people say they don't want to really blame him for January 6th, but these are the things that have come, and that when you swore to uphold the Constitution, this is what you're agreeing to. You are to defend that piece of paper, that document, with everything. It's not to be taken lightly. And some people forget their oath to the Constitution. Sometimes the politics within them seems to weigh more important than the actual oath that is taken. So obviously he has trials coming up, and we're going to see what happens in court and see what evidence that they actually possess against him, and then go from there. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll be back with another episode.